And to discuss more this issue, Ali Kratbi, International Cooperation Director at Algeria's Environment Ministry, joins us here in our studios. First of all, hello and welcome. My first question is going to be about the participation of Algeria in the COP-26, and you were among the delegation. How do you qualify it?
Thank you very much for your invitation and for this subject, very important subject. So first of all, we have to mention that the COP26 this year was not an easy thing to organize due to coronavirus pandemic. More than 150 countries have been represented from the highest political level till some youth and NGO organization in order to familiarize with the COP and the UNFCCC standards. So to speak about Algerian participation, we can resume the participation on three levels. So the first one was related to the technical session of negotiation. So from the first day to 8 November, we had more than 100 or 200 subjects discussed about technical sessions. Algeria was represented by eight negotiators from different sectors, which have direct link with the climate change. So the second level was the official statement. So during the second part of the high level segment, Algeria was represented by Dr. Samia Mwelfi, the Minister of Environment. So during the official statement, our Minister, Dr. Samia Mwelfi, has delivered the most important message from Algeria in order to highlight the contribution of Algeria in the regional and international level in fighting climate change. And also she has mentioned the efforts done by Algeria and the 34th commitment from our President, Mr. Abdelmajid Tebboune, in improving the living standards of Algerian citizens. So the third level, which was the most important action, was the B2B meeting with some minister in charge of environment from different countries. So we have met some ministers from Africa. You have Uganda, you have Egypt, you have South Africa, and some countries from Asia. You have Qatar, and some countries from Latin America, like Brazil.
Indeed, like Mr. Ali Kratbi, with the participation of such major countries around the world, what are the major outcomes of this summit, in just a couple of words? So
the major outcomes of this summit. So we should know that there were two visions. Vision from developed countries, which was focused on enhancing the reporting and the transparency of this complicated process, and was limiting the adaptation concept on the investment in ecosystem and nature capital. And the second vision was the vision of developing countries. Developing countries wanted to mention that the promise of $100 billion from the developed countries was not achieved. So they suggested to do something like evaluation why this promise was not achieved. The second one was the discussion about definition of what is finance, what is climate finance. So in order to clarify more things, and also in order to simplify the access to the different funds, like Green Climate Fund, like Adaptation Fund, and and also the global environmental facilities.
Probably not many things were left for the coming COP27. What is after the COP26, and how can Algeria be more effective and helpful in fighting climate change?
So just to complete my answer about the main outcomes, you have the Glasgow Climate Pact, and you have Africa succeeded to adopt the Glasgow Sharm Sheikh work program of 2 years in order to define the global climate target, and also Africa succeed to maintain an open dialogue and discussion to push Africa, to push developed countries in order to try to identify and define a new targets of financial contribution post 2025. For your question about how we can improve our participation and be more effective for the future. So you have first of all we have to have a real task force for climate, because negotiation is not easy thing. So you should have task force of negotiators in order to participate in the different session. We have also to improve our existing framework of cooperation between countries and other international organizations.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ali Kratbi, Algeria's Environment Ministry International Cooperation Director. You joined us.